Hello and welcome everybody to another Diecast review here on JTN. As always, I'm Joe Twaitsky, and I'm going to take you through this one. This one's really special to me. It's Brad Keselowski's Coca-Cola 600 winner Diecast card from last year. We're not going to take you through what happened in that race because I don't want to trigger any Chase Elliott fans, but let's get right into it. So here's the card that comes with the car. Brad Keselowski, Coke 600 winner. Time of the race, obviously longest race of the year. 405 laps, 607 miles, 8 cautions for 52 laps. Keselowski led 21 laps, and then his margin of victory was 2/10, or just under 3/10. Don't know if that's back to Chase Elliott or back to Jimmy Johnson, who finished the race second but got disqualified. Keselowski snags first win in Crown Jewel race. This was obviously, he had 2 left before this race, the Daytona 500 and the Coke 600, so now only Daytona 500 left for that Crown Jewel for Keselowski, but started in the back of the field, but by the end he was in victory lane. First career win in one of the most prestigious NASCAR Cup Series races for Brad Keselowski in the beautiful Miller Lite Patriotic car, which is actually, looks like it's going to be the last time we see Miller Lite on the number 2 car. We get the Blue Deuce this year with the Keystone Lake car, so the Blue Deuce is back. It's just not with Miller Lite. We're going to talk about this diecast a little bit, though. Again, Keselowski's first win in the Coca-Cola 600, so if you're a Keselowski fan, that's obviously a big deal, like it is for me. Also, with it being the last race for Miller Lite as a primary on this 2 car, it's also a very significant car. Currently sold out, actually, on Circle B Diecast Plan B sales, so you're going to have to find a different way to get it. You can also, though, still get the standard version. I'll show you that after we actually go through the Diecast review on how to do that, but a really cool car, really good. I mean, they always do such great jobs with these race wins. I think I honestly probably pretty much just collect race wins for the most part now. Just because I think they're really cool, and they're special and they're unique. But let's get into the actual part that you're here for, the diecast review. Looking at this diecast car. So here it is. Let's look at it. I'm gonna pick it up, give it a little spin, give it a little twirl, so you can see everything on there with our beautiful camera. But yeah, it's a really solid car. Obviously, everything's super accurate, like they always are with these race wins. Paint scheme wise and whatnot. There you see the front, a little bit of tape on the grill, or the grill opening. There you see the aero ducts and whatnot. All the rubber built up. That's what's really cool about getting like a white race car winning a race, is that you can always really make out the rubber marks. And especially with the way this race went, with a bunch of guys staying out on old tires, obviously a lot of rubber there. You can kind of see, they're just trying to get you a good view of all that stuff. And it makes it unique, right? It makes it unique compared to the standard version, of course. And they always do a good job with that rubber texture. There you see, again, the front with the Mustang logo, Miller Lite. You can see me in the reflection of the through the windshield. But, again, rubber all over the hood, Miller Lite. Staff Sergeant Reap, or Rep, I hope I'm saying that right either way. With the Coke 600, they always honor different members that we lost to the military. So that's really cool to see that on Keselowski's car and able to finally win this, especially with, Keselowski's big supporter, obviously the American flag after the race. Front wheels spin on the cup molds, so that's a little different from the Chase Briscoe car we did last week. You can also see Honor and Remember, the Goodyear tires that they always use for the Coke 600, have the special lettering on them. NASCAR Heat, NASCAR Salutes there. So yeah, they're just showing you again, right there. If you missed it, if you couldn't find it, there it is. You also have all the, the yellow lug nuts always look cool. I mean, that's the cool thing about the race wins, too. The standard version doesn't have the yellow lug nuts like that. So it's just a little quirks, little differences. There you see B-Pillar, Ford, PureTech, DX Technologies, PPG, Mazak, Dent Wizard, Safety Clean, and then a little bit of rubber buildup on the rear wheel well. Keselowski didn't burn the tires off. He doesn't normally, so, they look a little smaller than what they normally would be, but other than that, they're not all blown to shreds like they are sometimes on some of the guys. Keselowski, of course, on the rear banner because it's a 2020 car. American Ethanol, it's hard to see, but they've always had this... my goodness, it is hard to see there. But they always have this sticker, Paralyzed Veterans of America, right there, right underneath the American Ethanol logo on Keselowski's car. I don't know if it's always on the car, but I know it's always on these patriotic paint schemes. I believe it's always on the car, though. Auto Trader, C-Post. This was obviously Keselowski's first win of the year. This was only, the 7th race of the year in 2020 because of the pandemic shutting things down. Roof flaps obviously come open. There you see that. The hood does open. It's kind of hard to get the hoods open on these cars. New if you haven't been in the diecast collecting game for a while, the trunks don't open anymore. That was just a cost-cutting measure that Lionel took. It brought the price of the diecast down actually about $5-10. So it's an okay trade-off in my opinion. You can still get that though if you want an elite diecast, pay a little more up in the $80 range. You can get that. There you see Keselowski again on the back, trying to cover my face over the rear window, and then a little bit more of the little, tire scuff marks around the right rear wheel. You can also see on the wheels with the race wins the markings of what tire set it was. So this was set number 2. A couple little scuffs on that Goodyear lettering on that left or right front rather. But yeah, a really, really solid diecast. I obviously give it 5 out of 5. I'm a big Keselowski fan. If you notice a lot of these diecast reviews when they're the 124s, I'm probably going to give them 5 out of 5 because I am buying them for my collection, of course. Not just for the sake of diecast reviews, but really, really cool car. I love it. If you can get it, especially if you're a Keselowski fan. It's one you don't want to miss. But maybe if you're just a Miller Lite guy, you might want it too. Again, last time the Miller Lite will probably be on the 2 car for the foreseeable future. But let's get into this. So if you want to get some more Brad Keselowski diecast or any of your favorite drivers, head on over to CircleBDiecast.com or Plan B Sales. This is Circle B Diecast's website. Just kind of showing you a bunch of the collection that they have from 2020 that's still up. The New Hampshire and Richmond race wins still aren't in yet, so you can still pre-order those if they're still making them. I'd have to look at that on Lionel's side. But here's the standard version of that Patriotic 164. You also get a free 3-inch round decal, so that's pretty cool. But that's Brad Keselowski's. That's the standard edition, of course, if you want to get this paint scheme. If you really like this paint scheme. If you're like me and you really like the paint scheme and you can't get it. But see, if we just search Brad Keselowski's Coke 600 win, we're going to see no results. So you got to be careful with how you're searching things. But overall, I love this diecast car. Remember, head over to CircleBDiecast.com, use code JTN and check out for free shipping on your orders, $20 or more. Bristol would kill me if I didn't say that. But there you see it. It's a great diecast car. I absolutely love it. They always hook me up there at Circle B Diecast, and I love this thing. I love this diecast. If you're a Keselowski fan, you got to get it. With that being said, that's going to end it for us. Again, great car, great diecast. Just kind of taking you through it real quick like we do here on JTN. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to us here at JTN. Hit the bell notification if you want live race broadcasts or if you want to see when these diecast reviews go live. For all of us here at JTN, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.